honored to be surrounded by precious brothers in the Lord here in Turkana region. And so those that are surrounding me today are just testimonies to amazing, miraculous things God has done in the last few years. I am so thankful for my brother, Bishop David Thagana, who introduced me to my Turkana brothers and sisters several years ago. I'm so thankful that almost every time I've been to Kenya, I've been able to come and visit with my friends here. It's amazing what God has done. I have seen healings, deliverances, salvation, many miraculous things. And I praise God for how He is using these brothers and sisters. When I first came, there were 9 GOA pastors here in the Turkana region, and we just heard the message that there are now 25 pastors, but there are actually more than 25 churches because some of these pastors pastor more than one church. So we give God praise for that. We say Kipro Yesu for that.
Amen.
And Ajokanoi, Jesus. I first came and did ILI training, and I remember us being under a thatched roof with no electricity, no generator, so it was impossible to use more modern kind of educational tools like PowerPoints, but the people were so interested and listening and trying to take notes, those who were able to read and write. Some were illiterate, but they were listening orally, and the message took hold in their hearts of being a godly Christian leader, of being intimate with God, and then of having a passion for the harvest, for those that don't know Jesus yet, especially here in the Turkana region. And also then how to set goals, how to multiply themselves, which we have heard some testimonies today of how that has happened. These brothers have coached and mentored others, and now we see the fruit and result of that. As you can see with some of the photos that we're showing, this is very desert territory. It's hot, dry. Today it's very windy. And people have to walk for sometimes many miles to get to a place that they can even have water. So another ministry that we've been involved in has been drilling boreholes. And our dream, desire, goal, and actually what we did or began to do through the leadership of Bishop Thagana, as well as Philip and James leading here in the Turkana region, was to bore a hole or drill a well near a church. The purpose of that was so that the Christians, the believers, the church members would be able to come and draw water, but also that all the surrounding neighbors and other villages could come and draw physical water, but hear about the living water, Jesus. And that has multiplied the church. What a blessing it was today to preach under a tree. The church is a tree. It's not a building that we might think of with cement and rocks or even with iron sheets, which we in America call tin, pieces of tin, but there's not the resources yet to even have that kind of a building, but rather just meeting under a tree. There were over 100 families represented this morning there, and so we rejoice in that material things have not stopped the gospel here in Turkana. So my heart overflows with love and gratitude to you, all my brothers and sisters who are here in a very difficult place. Turkana is very hot and it's a desert place. And I heard earlier when someone was talking about that we are 50 kilometers away, or we are 85 kilometers or 100 kilometers away from the town of Lodwar, which is the sort of city area for Turkana. That is not the same as what we think of in the United States. When we talk about being able to go 25 or 50 miles somewhere, that might not sound like it would take a very long time. But here, if you're on foot, it takes hours and hours and days to reach another place. And these pastors have been walking by foot for many years and going into faraway villages to plant churches, to spread the gospel and share the good news of Jesus. And there have converts have come out of those villages, and now new churches are being planted. And what in America we get stuck in the mud or the snow. Here it's stuck in sand because it is so hot and desert. And so what a blessing a motorbike is to a brother or sister that's able to get to a village faster so that they can get to more villages in a quicker way to accelerate the spread of the gospel. So I want to say Ajoka Noi, that means thank you in Turkana. I'm trying to learn, brothers. And Asante Sana in Swahili. Thank you. And thank you in English for all of you who have given and helped make all this ministry possible. But thank you for your prayers, because heaven is listening, and the salvations, the healings, the deliverances that have happened, the provision for people is because of prayer and because of people carrying me and these brothers and sisters and Bishop David and the ministry of GOA. We are so glad.